Hey everybody, hope this finds you doing well. This is Danelle here at Networkchain. Today we're going to continue to talk about what's happening with Bitcoin, the spot Bitcoin ETFs, and a few other major news stories over the past week. As usual, let's go ahead and start with the cryptocurrency market update. As you can see here, Bitcoin is currently trading just above $66,000. It is up nearly 8% over the past week. Ethereum is now back above the $3,000 level, trading at $3,075, up 5% over the past week. We see BNB, the Binance Chain coin, is down about 4% at $574. Solana seeing a nice pump up over 17% at $170 currently number 5 in the crypto market cap listing. Then we have XRP trading around that 50-cent range. It's kind of been in that 50-cent range for a while now. Seems like forever, actually. Then we have Dogecoin, the top meme coin of them all, still trading at around that 15-cent range, up 5.6% over the last 7 days at a $21 billion market cap. Then we have Cardano still hanging on in the top 10, currently trading at about 47 cents, and that's up over 7%. So if we look at Bitcoin over the past 7 days, it was trading at around $61,000 about a week ago, and you see that it saw a nice little run up at around May 15th, and now it's been trading in that $65,000 to $67,000 range. It hit $67,000 on May 17th, and it's now come back down a little bit, but you can see here that it's got a nice range coming up into that $67,000 range. So we'll see if it's able to pop up above that 67.5, 68,000. And if that's the case, then we could potentially start to go towards the all-time high of $73,000. But most likely, and what we've been seeing over the last several months, as you can see here over the past month, we've still been kind of ranging. We went all the way down to about $57,000, and now we're back up to $66,000. But we have been kind of ranging along over the last couple of months, which actually is not bad. It's considered an accumulation phase, and as we've been seeing, there's been a lot of institutions that have actually been buying since the spot Bitcoin ETFs were approved and started trading in the middle of January. So we're going to go now to one of the major news stories over the past week, is that the Wisconsin retirement system has decided to invest in the Bitcoin asset, the spot Bitcoin ETFs. It spread out its money across a few of the spot Bitcoin ETFs, but it is the first state, the first United State to have announced and have shown through their public filings that they have invested in the spot Bitcoin ETFs. As you can see here, it also got investments from other major hedge funds, including Millennium Management, which is one of the top hedge funds in the country. Also, other managers and institutions have invested a lot of funds into the spot Bitcoin ETFs, with Millennium leading the way, having about $2 billion invested across of a number of the Bitcoin ETFs, including BlackRock's ETF iBit, Grayscale, as well as Bitwise and ARK Investment Management. So you can see here that some of the other investment firms, including Bracebridge, as well as Hunting Hill Capital, these are some of the hundreds of investment and hedge funds that have decided to invest in the top cryptocurrency Bitcoin through the spot Bitcoin ETFs. But the biggest news was that the Wisconsin's investment board decided to go ahead and invest in Bitcoin. They invested approximately 1% of their total portfolio, which is, as you can see here, about $156 billion that they invest for various trust funds, pension funds, for the state of Wisconsin. So for them to make the decision to invest in these spot Bitcoin ETFs, we will not be surprised if going into the next quarter, because now we have seen the filings for the first quarter investments for a lot of these hedge funds and institutions. So going into the next quarter and the following quarters of 2024, we will not be surprised if we see another state also invest in Bitcoin, as well as more institutions deciding to invest in the cryptocurrency because they're starting to see that Bitcoin could be a worthwhile investment. So a lot of people start to follow what the other institutions are doing. So as many people say, the herd is coming. So we're seeing from these quarterly disclosures known as the 13F filings is how we were able to find out what the holdings are of these major institutions. So it will be interesting to see as we go into these next quarters how many more institutions are going to be investing in these spot Bitcoin ETFs. As you can see here, this is a list of some of the top holders into the spot Bitcoin ETF. As we mentioned, Millennium Management owns the most. You can see that they invested across 5 different spot Bitcoin ETFs, and you can see here how many millions of shares that they have of each of these ETFs. And these are some of the other larger holders that are currently invested into the Bitcoin ETF. So don't be surprised if we start to see more investment and more hedge funds involved in investing in the ETF. As you can see here, if we look here on our Instagram, there is this, we actually reached a record for the number of institutional holders of a ETF, with 937 institutions holding these Bitcoin ETFs, when you compare that to 95 of institutions that decided to invest into the gold ETF in its very first quarter of trading. So Bitcoin ETFs are breaking all types of records. It will continue to break records. We've only finished the first quarter. We're now in the second quarter. So it'll be very interesting to see what the numbers are going to be for the year of 2024. And as we start to see more demand coming into Bitcoin, because we have that finite supply, we are going to see Bitcoin most likely go up in price because of the increase in demand. And we're seeing that there's only going to be approximately 450 Bitcoin that is mined per day. And we're seeing that there's a lot of institutions that are buying up these spot Bitcoin ETFs, are buying way more than 450 Bitcoin per day. So we're starting to see that the institutions are gobbling up a lot of this Bitcoin, more than what is actually being mined per day. So we're going to continue to see that the demand is being increased. So it's more than likely that Bitcoin will continue to go up in price. Obviously, we're going to keep you posted. Make sure to check us out here on the Networkchain's Instagram page. We post there nearly every single day. You can also check us out here on X as well. You can see here we post nearly every day here also, and we try to keep you posted on what's going on, not only in the Bitcoin space, also digital assets, the other cryptocurrencies, as well as NFTs. And to finish it off, we'll just end off with a nice feel-good story with Pudgy Penguins. They are a NFT brand. They have now moved their brand not only to the JPEGs as we see here, which are still currently going for, let's go and check out one of these now, going for $36,000. This is a floor price NFT, but they came out with some major news this past week. They will be expanding to Target. So they have plushie toys that they partnered with Walmart and sold and did over $1 million worth of sales in Walmart. And so now they have partnered with Target, another major big box retailer, will be selling their plushie toys, which is just another way to show how these NFT projects can move beyond just digital JPEGs. They can also become physicals. And you can see that Pudgies are expanding to not only Walmart, but Target. We wouldn't be surprised if they move on to other retailers as well. But we're starting to see that it's not just about these JPEGs. We can see that with Artifact that we've talked about in the past, how they've been able to move their brand not only from digital assets, be able to incorporate that with their physical sneakers, with their partnership with Nike. We're seeing here that Luca Next, the CEO of Pudgy Penguins, has decided that it's important for them to introduce their innovative digital physical product line to Target shoppers, further extending their community and making blockchain more accessible. So this is just another way to introduce young people to Bitcoin, to the blockchain, to digital assets, through these toys. So they are saying that not only is launching in Target about expanding the market presence, but it's also about transforming how consumers interact with Web3 technologies. So make sure to stay tuned here with us at Networkchain. We thank you very much for watching. We hope to connect and link up with you soon on the Networkchain. In the meantime, check us out on X as well as Instagram, and we look forward, and of course here on YouTube. And thank you so much for watching. Take care till next time.